Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about blogging versus YouTube. And if you kind of haven't started either one, or if you've kind of like just started, we're going to talk about which one you should really focus on. So this is a topic that's kind of like near and dear to my heart this year because I started putting some stuff on YouTube. It's been like 9 months now and I've had a lot of fun with it. For me, I have a booktube channel where I just talk about the books that I'm reading, and I have just been enjoying my experience, enjoying the community. But I've been known, or I've known myself as a blogger for about 12 years now. So trying to like figure out if I should focus my energy more on blogging, where I've, been working for the last number of years, or if I should kind of like shift over to YouTube has been this inner struggle that I've been having. So today I want to talk about the pros and cons of each platform and kind of the decision that I've come up with, and maybe that will help you in your thinking process. Okay, so since I started blogging, we're just going to start with blogging. Now, pros of blogging. Well, it's your own platform. So, you have control over everything. You can design how it looks, whereas YouTube, you're confined to the YouTube general aesthetic, I guess. You can like design your blog. You also don't need to worry about any kind of algorithm. Your blog is set up the way you want to set it up. If you want to like show your newest posts near the top, that's the way your blog is set up. You're not dependent on other people. As a blogger, you just have a lot more control over your content and how it's displayed than you do on YouTube. Some of the cons of blogging would be it can be harder to rank in search. Generally, you're either ranking in Pinterest if you're pinning images there from your posts, or you're trying to rank in Google. And there are so many other blogs out there that it's definitely possible to rank high in search, but it's harder because there's so much more out there. On the flip side, as far as YouTube, people are going there to search for things, and if you are creating videos on those topics, it's a lot easier to rank. Like, yes, there are a ton of YouTubers out there, but there's not nearly as many YouTubers as there are bloggers, so your competition is much smaller. A huge pro that I have come across on YouTube is the community. Now, back when I started blogging, kind of probably 2012-ish, maybe 2011, back then, people were always commenting on blogs. You'd get random people commenting, you'd get friends and family commenting. You would often get like kind of in a circle where you would read blogs from these people and they would read your blog and you would comment on each other's blogs. That does not happen anymore. But that now happens on YouTube, I find. There is so much more community and comments, and like there can be negative YouTube comments for sure. But for the most part, the majority of them are just good comments, good feedback, and I really love that part about YouTube. One of the downsides of YouTube, like I mentioned, is just, you have your limits. You can't put ads anywhere necessarily like you can with blogging. With blogging, you can start monetizing your site right away. You can put up ads the very first day that your site is live. With either blogging or YouTube, you can start affiliate marketing, so that's neither a pro nor a con for both, but just something to note, where you can not monetize your YouTube channel until you have 4,000 watch hours or 1,000 subscribers. Your blog you can monetize right away, but affiliate links you can use on both right from the beginning. A major pro that I've noticed from YouTube is that people are subscribing to your channel, so they are checking YouTube on a regular basis, and they are seeing your new content on a regular basis. People don't check blogs anymore like they used to. Generally, it's a lot more kind of traffic from Pinterest is what I find. People that are looking for a certain thing that will come over, but people are not just checking on a regular basis to see what's new, whereas people are logging into YouTube on a regular basis and seeing what's new in their subscriptions and just what YouTube is suggesting to them. And there's another good point. On YouTube, if you can use the algorithm to your advantage, and YouTube really likes what you're doing, they will promote your channel to people who have never even watched your videos before. And this is a really great way to get in front of new people. And that's something your blog can't do. For your blog, you have to do all the work to get people to your site. But with YouTube, you do a ton of work, but YouTube also does some of the work for you. The pro of owning a blog is that you own all your content. It's there. You don't really have to worry about it disappearing. With YouTube, all your videos are on one platform. If for whatever reason YouTube disappears one day, you know, your stuff is gone. Like, I mean, maybe you have your stuff saved on your computer and so it's not like gone, but you know, maybe if that was your sole source of income, that could be gone in a blink of an eye. It's not something you can control. A con for blogging is that it can be difficult to start. I really am firmly a believer in the fact that you need a self-hosted website. You don't want to be using something, your like website name .wordpress.com. So you need to have a self-hosted one, and that can be difficult if you're not very, you know, technical. There are lots of tutorials on YouTube, no, and on blogs too, but there's lots of tutorials, you can figure it out. But it's a lot harder than just starting your YouTube channel where you know, just create a video and upload it and make a thumbnail and write your stuff. It's a lot easier to start a YouTube channel than it is a blog. At the same time, it can be cheaper potentially to start a blog than a YouTube channel. I do have a full video on like how much it actually costs to start a blog. Like, it can be super cheap. But if you are starting a YouTube channel and you want to do it right, you do need to have decent equipment. You might be able to do it on your phone, and you might be able to do it with your in-phone mic, but often people that seem to do well have invested a bit of money into some camera gear, and you don't necessarily have to do that with a blog. Your phone camera, often for pictures, or like royalty-free websites with lots of pictures, are really great resources as well. So there can be more startup costs for a YouTube channel. Honestly, there are so many different pros and cons to both. But as I've been like wrestling with the subject over the last few months, I started out thinking, yes, like blogging is the way to go. And now I have kind of like come full circle. I stopped in the middle where I was like, both. And now I'm kind of like, I think YouTube. That being said, what I do right now, for at least for my booktube channel and actually for all my videos on my homeschool channel, is I do create a blog post for them because I already have blogs that are for them. So when a new video comes up, even this video, when it goes live, it will actually go live on my website as well. I'm going to create a post. It's going to schedule exactly the same time this video goes live. And then what I like to do is I like to make a Pinterest image so that people can find it on Pinterest, come to my blog, find out about my channel, or channels in my case, because I have a bit of a problem starting multiple YouTube channels. So I'm doing both because I have both. But if I had not started a vlog, I don't know if I would start one at this point. All in all, right now for me, I am kind of like living on the comments on YouTube. I have started most of my online businesses, websites, blogs, because I want to either share my journey, I want to help others, I just want to create community and conversation. And if you're doing that on a blog where people are not commenting, which they don't anymore, I mean, like, there are exceptions obviously, but for the most part people don't do that anymore. And for that reason, I have just been loving YouTube. I have met so many new friends online, you know, people that have similar book interests or online income interests, homeschooling interests, and we just, you know, continue a conversation from week to week, from video to video. And that is something that I have found that I have really been missing, and I didn't even realize, because it was such a gradual kind of transition when people stopped commenting on blogs, that I hadn't even realized how much I kind of thrived off of that. Yeah, so I love the community behind YouTube. There can be like nasty commenters, especially if you go on channels where people have like 100, 200, 300,000 subscribers. There are people that troll and are mean and rude, but like for every rude comment there are hundreds of nice ones. And for me, that is what has been bringing me back to YouTube. The last few weeks I have been filming and scheduling 6 videos per week. I've been doing 3 on my booktube channel, I've been doing 2 on my homeschool channel, and then I've been doing 1 here. And it's a lot of work. It is more work to film and edit and upload and schedule a video than it generally is to write and schedule a blog post. It is more work, but for me it has been so much more worth it. I feel like the payoff has been better. Now obviously I don't want to do that many videos every single week forever, like that will lead to burnout. I am going to be slowing down on my homeschool YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting it back down to 1 video a week as soon as I'm done the series that I'm on right now. Yeah, so because I've been loving YouTube so much lately, and just, you know, I don't care that people have ads on their YouTube videos, because this is so much free content people are putting out there. Like, they are not charging you anything, so you have to watch 10 seconds of a video. Whoop-de-doo. Like, I'll watch 10-second ads all the time for all this wonderful free content that people are putting out there. Like, people spend hours and hours and hours into their videos, and I've been like traveling all around the world during this pandemic through people's YouTube videos. So because of my love and interest for YouTube, I think for the next foreseeable future anyway, I am hoping to just share YouTube videos, YouTube specific videos here. So if YouTube is something that you've been thinking of getting into, you would like to grow your channel. I mean, like, I'm a newbie myself. I think my booktube channel has about 1,700 subscribers since I started it back in end of December. It's not huge. I'm not like, you know, way up here. But I really do love the community, and I love being able to help others, and I have learned a lot along the way. So my plan for the next while is just to share tips and tricks and different resources all related to YouTube right here. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be sharing how much money I made my first month monetized on YouTube. I think that will probably be not next week, but the week after. Because sometime next week I think I'll hit the like 1 month mark, but I don't think it will be by the time I can do a video for next Wednesday. So probably 2 weeks from today. I will put that video up, and yeah, I'm not sure what next week's will be on, but if there's a YouTube related topic that you would like me to talk about, then let me know in the comments below. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching, guys.